The quiet secret of wealth. Why chasing money pushes it away. Have you ever felt that this world is unfair, my friend? You wake up earlier than everyone else. You work harder than your coworkers. You go home exhausted, your body completely drained. And yet, when you check your bank balance, the numbers feel like they're mocking your sweat. Meanwhile, out there, you see people who seem calm. They don't rush. They don't panic. They don't look like they're fighting for survival. And strangely enough, money seems to chase them. It falls into their lives effortlessly, without the blood, tears, and desperation you've been carrying. So what's going on? Is God playing favorites? Or is there a hidden mechanism inside you, one that you're unknowingly shutting down because you're trying too hard? First, let me say this clearly. Your exhaustion is valid. Your disappointment makes sense. The modern world is designed like a hamster wheel. You run faster, you push harder, but somehow you stay in the same place. We've been programmed to believe one thing: the harder you work, the richer you'll become. But let's be brutally honest for a moment. If hard work alone created wealth, construction workers carrying stones under the burning sun would be the richest people on earth. But that's not reality, is it? There is a hidden law, a quiet glitch in the matrix of life. And here it is. Burning ambition often burns your opportunities along with it. In this opening episode of the Quiet and Open Heart series, I want to take you deep into an ancient paradox, one taught thousands of years ago by Lao Tzu, and now confirmed by modern neuroscience. We're going to explore why your anxiety about money is actually the biggest barrier preventing money from reaching you. And, more importantly, how to flip a switch in your brain that allows you to finally see opportunities that have been invisible all along. After this video, you may stop chasing and start attracting. What stress does to your brain? Let's begin with what's really happening inside your head when you're stressed about money. Deep in your brainstem, there's a tiny but extremely powerful network of neurons called the Reticular Activating System, or RAS. Think of it as a nightclub bouncer for your mind, or a highly advanced social media algorithm for your life. Every second, around 2 million bits of sensory information flood your nervous system. Sounds, colors, dangers, ideas, opportunities. Your brain cannot process all of it. If it did, your mental wiring would short-circuit instantly. So, the RAS filters 99.9% of that data and only lets through what it believes is important. And here's the critical part. The RAS looks for evidence that supports your inner beliefs. You've experienced this before. Have you ever wanted to buy a specific car, let's say a red one? Suddenly, red cars appear everywhere on the road. Did the number of red cars magically increase? Of course not. They were always there. Your RAS simply blocked them before because they were irrelevant. Once you labeled red car as important, the gate opened. The exact same principle applies to money and misfortune. Whatever you emotionally focus on is what your RAS allows into your awareness. The deadly mistake most people make. The RAS cannot distinguish between what you want and what you fear. It only responds to emotional intensity. When you wake up with a racing heart thinking about debt, when anxiety hits you about paying bills tomorrow, you are giving your RAS a very clear command. Debt and financial problems are my top priority. And the RAS, being a loyal servant, obeys. It filters your reality accordingly. It blocks your view from solutions. It blinds you to profitable ideas. And instead, it becomes incredibly sharp at noticing bills, crises, bad news, and obstacles. Your brain starts working like a misused search engine. When you type the question, "Why is my life so hard?" into your inner search bar, the Google inside your head, your RAS, will return millions of results. Memories of past failures, faces of people who doubted you, terrifying predictions about the future. You will never find solutions if your keyword is fear. This is the great irony of modern humanity. People want wealth, but they broadcast poverty signals all day long through their anxiety. The more desperate you feel, the more your brain is programmed to find dead ends at every turn. Survival mode kills intelligence. Neuroscience confirms this. A brain dominated by financial anxiety produces excessive high beta waves. These waves are chaotic, noisy, and energy draining. Evolutionarily, they only exist when a human is being chased by a predator. When you stress about money, your body releases cortisol and adrenaline as if a lion is hunting you. In this survival mode, your vision narrows, strategic thinking disappears, creativity shuts down. The prefrontal cortex, the genius part of your brain responsible for innovation, business insight, and intuition, goes offline. You don't become lazy, you become temporarily stupid. So, when you force yourself to work harder while terrified of being poor, you're pressing the gas pedal of a sports car while the handbrake is locked and all four tires are flat. The engine screams, fuel burns, smoke rises, but the car doesn't move an inch. This is why the ancient masters said, calmness is not rest. Calmness is the highest form of strategy. Lao Tzu and the art of effortless action. Thousands of years ago, long before corporate stress and monthly bills, a wise man named Lao Tzu withdrew from the chaos of the world. In the Tao Te Ching, he revealed a principle called Wu Wei, which means effortless action. This does not mean laziness. Wu Wei is not lying on the couch waiting for money to fall from the sky. It is the art of acting in alignment with the natural flow of life. Imagine the difference between a panicked swimmer thrashing wildly and a calm surfer riding a wave. The panicked swimmer fights the water, wastes energy, and sinks. The surfer waits patiently, and when the wave arrives, they move with it. That is Wu Wei. In financial life, most people behave like panicked swimmers. They push, they force, they beg clients, they smash into closed doors. Wu Wei teaches sensitivity to timing, movement without friction, and action at the right moment. Minimal energy, maximum impact. Why calmness attracts money. Money at its deepest level is simply energy, and energy follows one law. It flows through the path of least resistance. A stressed, tense, fearful mind is a terrible conductor. It creates resistance. A calm, open, relaxed state is zero resistance. That's why your best ideas appear in the shower, while daydreaming, or just before sleep. When you stop forcing, life finally has space to deliver. Look at nature. Does a mango tree strain to produce fruit? Does a rose panic about whether bees will come tomorrow? No, they grow quietly, trusting the cycle. Humans suffer because we overthink the future, and, ironically, that suffering cuts us off from the abundance already available. The backwards law. There is one final paradox you must understand. The harder you chase something, the faster it runs away. This is basic psychology. When you chase money with desperation, people can feel it. Clients, bosses, partners, they sense neediness, and instinctively, humans avoid doing business with panic. But when you are calm, even if your wallet is thin, people trust you. They want to work with stability, not chaos. Stop chasing the shadow. Stand still. And when the sun is overhead, the shadow will come to you. Become the magnet. Here is the alignment between neuroscience and ancient wisdom. To activate your RAS for opportunity, you must practice Wu Wei. Pause, breathe deeply, reset your nervous system. Shift from running from danger to receiving gifts. From today, make calm your top priority, even above productivity. Replace your to-do list with a to-be list. Ask first, how do I need to feel today before I touch my work? And remember this affirmation, I am a magnet, not a hunter. Hunters run, sweat, and may return empty-handed. Magnets stay still and maintain their quality. And iron, Money comes to them naturally. Your job is not to worry about how money arrives. Your job is to be ready when it does. Skill, value, calm. Because wealth outside is only a reflection of wealth within. Widen your heart, quiet your mind, and let abundance find you. The key to wealth has always been hidden in your calm. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the Daily Inspiration channel so you won't miss the next amazing and meaningful story coming your way. See you next time.